Is it?
And you're live.
Okay, nice. So today we're going to be presenting a very simple.
I want to increase the font size.
Yeah. So we're going to be presenting a new type of swarm today, and so basically a swarm is anytime you have more than one type of AI. It could be like having multiple like ChatGPTs or like GPTs talking with each other. We're going to be working on a spreadsheet swarm today where you interact with multiple agents through a spreadsheet. And so we're basically going to give one task, and then from that task, then we're going to see the CSV populate with all the results of all the different agents. So we can have agents that generate social media posts for every specialized social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, and other social medias. And basically, with this swarm, you can essentially have agents work on distinct problems or on the same problem many times over, 50 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. So you could essentially see like all the different results that you would want in your app. So I'm going to be starting here pretty soon. Does anybody have any particular demonstrations they'd like to see?
That we could.
Well, I'm trying to how would it work? This is all image based.
We can use images. Maybe.
Is the request through like a terminal, or are they?
Yeah, I'm just going to put it here, the task right here.
Analyze the states with the least taxes for a C corporation. The taxes on us. Oh, I see. The separate state taxes.
Yeah.
Some states have a separate tax for them.
Yeah. So basically.
They don't live in one of those.
Yeah. So here, I'm going to start out with the first few lines of code. So this is in Python. And essentially, these lines of code here, we're going to be just initializing some things. We're importing from Swarms agent and the spreadsheet swarm. And then we're going to we're going to initialize a GPT-4o mini, the new GPT-4 model. And then after that here, in this code, we're essentially going to be initializing multiple agents. So this is how you build an agent. You essentially give it a name, you give it a prompt, which the prompt tells the agent what to do very specifically. And here in this prompt, we're basically telling it, saying you're an advanced AI agent designed to analyze financial and accounting statements, extracting and summarizing key statistics and insights. Your primary goal is to provide structured knowledge that highlights the financial health, performance, and trends within an organization. And then I can go on, but basically these are the instructions that all of these agents are receiving. So here we're going to provide the model, which is GPT-4 Mini, to all of them, and then here we have some other settings. We have the username, we have dynamic temperature, which essentially makes it more creative, and then we also have the name of the user. So we're Swarm Corporation, and that's the username here. If you wanted to use this particular swarm for your organization, you would change this name to your company name or just your name. And then here we're saying for I in range, which means we're going to create 10 agents with all the same characteristics. They're all financial agents here, and then after that, this is going to initialize the list of agents. And then from here is the actual swarm. So we're going to give it a name. We're going to say financial spreadsheet swarm. And then we have a description, a swarm that processes tasks from a queue using multiple agents on different threads. And then we give the agents, the list of agents. We could also have an autosave file, so we can save everything to JSON. And we have where we're saving the file to, which is here. And then we have run all agents, which is false, so it's just going to go in a loop. And then we have a repeat count. So this repeat count will essentially say, like, we have 10 agents, right? We're going to just run through 10 agents just once. If we set this to 2, it'll run those 10 agents twice, effectively being 20 runs. So I'm going to go ahead and run this right now to a very simple demo saying analyze the states with the least taxes for, we could do LLCs. So if you're trying to start an LLC, you obviously don't want to get taxed a lot. And then here we're going to say, please provide an overview of all the tax rates and add them up with a comprehensive analysis. And we're going to run that. And we're going to see the new spreadsheet pop up. And then so right here is, this is like the terminal is going to run. It just initialized 10 agents here. And then it's going to start running them. So let's see the spreadsheet, or we could wait till it's finished. So all the agents now are essentially running on this task, which is analyze the states with the least taxes for LLCs, and please provide an overview of all tax rates and add them up with a comprehensive analysis. And so essentially, like I said, the benefit of this is that you can see multiple agents working on the same problem or even different problems. Like if you wanted to have like a massive spreadsheet of social media posts or a LinkedIn post that you wanted to have ready, you could have these agents build those content pieces and just have them in a CSV file ready for you to post. So all these 10 agents are going to run on that task right now, and they're working right now. And when this is done running, we're going to see the CSV file pop up, and then we could check the answers. So they're just running in a loop right now. As you can see some of the outputs there. But the main premise of this is to essentially enable, because interacting with agents is pretty difficult, especially through an API. Like you need to have some form of experience with Python or just APIs in general to understand their outputs. And so the goal of this was to make it very easy for you to see the outputs of multiple agents, which is very hard traditionally. Like imagine looking at 1,000 different data points all at the same time. It would have to be in like 1,000 different outputs from agents. It would be very hard to visualize. So to minimize cognitive fatigue looking at that, we created this financial spreadsheet swarm. And so we're going to pull this up, and then this is the spreadsheet that it just made. So this is just an ID, the name of the agent. This is the zeroth agent. And then here we have the task, which is going to be the same for all of them, but all of their outputs are going to be different. So here we're saying, when considering the best states for forming a LLC based on tax rates, it's important to evaluate various types of taxes that might affect LLCs, including state income taxes, franchise taxes, sales taxes, and other business-related taxes. So Wyoming is pretty crazy. They have no state income tax, no franchise tax. They have 4% sales tax, and it's often cited as being the most favorable state for LLCs due to its lack of state income and franchise tax. The simplicity of maintaining an LLC and low annual fees make it a very attractive option. And then we have Nevada, and then we have Delaware. So Delaware is most often where most big companies are incorporated. Tesla, OpenAI, basically every big tech company is incorporated in Delaware. But it's kind of not logical because Wyoming is obviously the best. In fact, there are no state taxes in Wyoming unless there's sales tax. That's the only tax there is in Wyoming. If you incorporate your company in Wyoming and you had it incorporated in like some other state, like say Florida, you could potentially save like 25%, 30% of all your revenue from being taxed. So it's pretty crazy, because we're trying to incorporate a nonprofit, and you would think nonprofits don't have any taxes. That's kind of like the whole idea, right? But they do. So we found that Wyoming is actually not only the best state for for LLCs, but also for nonprofits. And so I honestly like from this data, Florida is also pretty good. There's no state income tax, no franchise tax, and 6% sales tax. And then the conclusion says, in summary, states like Wyoming, Nevada, South Dakota stand out for the lack of state income taxes and franchise taxes, making them ideal for LLC formation. Delaware, while having no state income tax, often offers significant legal advantages that can be beneficial for larger businesses or those seeking investment. So, like I said, the biggest companies, the biggest tech startups incorporate in Delaware, and like investors will if you are not incorporated in Delaware, it'll be very hard for you to get investors for some reason. Like very hard. Like we have had investors refuse to invest in us because we weren't in Delaware at another company that I was building a couple years ago. So yeah, that's just one example. Because for that example, we need to see like a distribution of different responses. Like we needed the agent to essentially provide like multiple answers on the same problem to fully understand, like, you know, well, we talked about Wyoming and Delaware, but what about a state like North Dakota or Virginia or something? And then we do another one for social media. So if we wanted to do that, let me create a new file here. I'm going to copy all this and make a new file. Social media marketing. So here we have the same exact code that we had earlier, but we can just for like ease of time, we're going to have ChatGPT build the agents for us and customize the prompts. So we're going to say recreate the code below and specialize the agents for social media marketing. Create agents for each social media platform. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, email, and etc. Give them custom names and custom system prompts. So ideally, you would come up with very accurate prompts for each agent, but building prompts is a very difficult problem now because basically a prompt is like 80% of an LLM's agent's performance. If you do not have a good prompt, it's not going to do anything that you want. So that's where the biggest bottleneck is now to having like really good agents. For you, like probably having like a good system prompt would be like top of mind, or like just trying it out, you know, see like what doesn't work and then iterate from there. Because the system prompt is 80% of the total performance. So here we have our agents. It basically, you know, built the whole script that we needed. We didn't need to like custom build all the agents. So this is what you would do nominally. You would essentially like create a list of agents. Here we have 5 agents. The settings are all the same. They just have different names and different system prompts. So yeah, we can keep increasing this, or we can just like, yeah. If you wanted to use like 100 agents, the goal is to have like an easy way to analyze like the results of like 100 agents, 1,000 agents. And yeah, so here we're gonna run this pretty soon. Create a comprehensive social media marketing. I'm gonna say create a post to promote. Is it build nights or hack nights? Okay, hack nights in Miami Beach for developers engineers. Yeah. And we're going to run it. So we have, what is it? We have 4 agents here. And we're going to first run them. We're going to run this twice. So we're going to have these 5 agents create 2 series of posts. So we're going to run this. And then we're going to see like all of the, we're going to see all the agents posts pop up. Here are the agents being initialized. This is still pretty new. Like we're still like optimizing this, but like I said, the goal is to have like the ability to have like thousands of agents all running on a simple spreadsheet. So here we're seeing some of the posts that you could just like pop up. You can create enough social media posts to promote build nights for like 1,000 years. And just a couple of you if you wanted to do that, let's say you wanted to build like, what is it, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4. This is it. This is gonna run 8 times. So if you wanted to have like 1,000 posts, you would just increase this a little bit, and the cost would be less than like $5, and you wouldn't have to like spend like 30 minutes trying to come up with one post. So yeah, so they're all gonna run right now, and we're gonna see the spreadsheet with all the different results, and yeah. So like I said, you can customize this for anything. Here we're doing finance and marketing to essentially like, because marketing you have to like a lot of like content strategists basically put all of their content they strategize on and they curate into a spreadsheet. And so this is kind of like a very simple interface to essentially have posts ready and be able to post them, when it's time. So we just got our spreadsheet, and yeah, let's see. I'm trying to make it bigger. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this is nice. Cool. We're going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so this is the Twitter agent, and this is the post that we said. We said create posts to promote hack nights at Miami Beach for developers, engineers, and tech enthusiasts. And then these are some of the results. So here we have multiple tweets. We have 5 tweets, and then like basically like a basic a bullet point list of how you can like make it better. You can put images, you can put tips. Yeah. So if we wanted to make the prompt better, we could also put the time. We could put the date. We could put the location. We could just basically copy the Luma, like all the details in the Luma, and then like it would basically auto generate all that information. So that's just one. That's just the Twitter agent. Then after that, we have the Instagram agent. So the Instagram agent is going to essentially provide you with like an idea. So it says here, an idea of an image. So here we say a vibrant graphic featuring a Miami Beach skyline with coding elements, like binary code or circuit patterns. And you could probably just take this and just have like Midjourney, just bring it into existence. And then here's like the posts. So you just copy paste that. That's one post. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 posts right here. And then you also have image ideas, and you could plug this in to Midjourney and just like generate the images. And so yeah, that's the Instagram agent. What's the next one? Facebook. So Facebook. We don't have any images here, but we says a call to all innovators. Join us for Hack Night in Miami Beach. Are you a developer, engineer, or tech enthusiast ready to unleash your creativity? Join us for an electrifying evening of coding, collaboration, and innovation. And so there we have multiple posts as well. We have four different posts. And then we also have emails. So if you wanted to email people on your newsletter, You could say, subject line ideas, join the ultimate hack night in Miami Beach. Or unleash your creativity, hack night awaits you. Or calling all developers, Miami Beach hack night is here. Code, collaborate, and conquer at our Miami Beach hack night. Get ready to hack. Miami Beach awaits. And then we could basically we could run this 1,000 times basically. And then we could parse the CSV if we give it more details like the time and date and location and or the Luma link. We could take the CSV and just auto-publish these posts automatically to the platforms via an API. So in that case, it'd be completely hands-off. You just say what you want. I want to promote Hack Night, Build Nights, or even GPT Tuesdays. And they'll just work together and create the post. So yeah. That's basically like a couple of simple demos. Does anybody have a demo they'd like to see?
My demo would involve a bunch of images that would have be an elaborate setup, so on at the moment.
That could be there are models like GPT-4 Vision that could do that. If you could post if you have images that are ready that you would want, I could build out that demo for you. Because I think this would actually be pretty useful for you because you have a bunch of images and you want a description, and then you need an easy way to record those descriptions, and a very easy way to capture and record all that information would be a spreadsheet.
Actually, I wanted to handle one image at a time as they
Oh,
pop
one.
up on eBay, and then take that image and refer to a database of images that I would provide, and then look for similarities. Basically, it would take what it knows about each item inherently, and then enhance that knowledge with the samples that I sent to confirm a match, because its inherent knowledge about recognizing objects, very specific objects, seems to be quite limited. So I'm not at the point where I can assemble any of that yet. Just started to play with it tonight.
Yeah, given some time, maybe not in 2 minutes, I could probably build a demo for that with this.
You make a swarm to build the demo?
Yeah. If you have the images that you
I
want.
don't yet have those
Oh, okay.
assembled.
If you have the images, that's all I need.
At some point, I will have the images some point soon.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I'll bring it back here. I'll bring them here.
nice. Well,
So with the repeat, just as a question.
yep. You could also, by the way, I forgot. This might be interesting for you, but you could generate code. You could generate new code for interface, UI, UX, or even OpenAI stuff. You can have these agents build more agent apps, in a never-ending loop, for interesting things. If you wanted to have if you had you're trying to analyze a PDF or a bank statement, you could have the spreadsheet agents analyze the spreadsheet and tell you how to save money and things like that. So
Do they talk to each other?
yeah, they're talking to each other right now.
So you technically have the developer and QA person work on an app.
Yeah. So all these agents here are actually communicating with each other. So they know, Facebook agent knows what the email marketing agent is making. And the other agents all have history with each other.
Is this your own framework, or are you using LangChain or Fruit?
This is our own framework. We were actually the first ever multi-agent framework, involving LLMs, of course. Actually, we started building swarms before the LangChain was even a thing. So we've been in the business for 2.5 years now, since GPT-2, and yeah. So basically, we try to make it very simple for you to build agents. Here, you could build an agent in maybe 10 lines of code. You just say like what name you want to give it, financial analyst agent, and then you give it a system prompt, and then you just have like a bunch of settings. It's like very plug and play. There's no like super difficult initialization scheme like LangChain.
Yeah, I try to use LangChain, the mix of agents. Now it's getting, it worked for the one, off of the one GitHub repo that I pulled. And as soon as I started changing stuff up, it's like it just wouldn't work and everything. So I just started going to ChatGPT and it's like, just make me a framework for agents that did X, Y, Z. And I just started doing that, and I started watching more videos where people just saying like, just make your own agents, or don't really get too bogged down with LangChain or Crew AI or Microsoft's. I forgot their thing.
AutoGen.
Yeah.
That could be the case, but it's kind of like anything. It's like imagine having to build an operating system for your phone every time you get a new phone. It's just nothing. But the problem was not with agent frameworks. It's the people who build those frameworks. Like LangChain is just horrendously abstracted way. Like you need to import 50 things like prompt template and like a template. Just that all that stuff is useless.
Yeah.
You just agent. You give it a name, you give it a prompt, and then here you just say, Beam. What do you do? Like this is like the main thing. This is like the first task, and then we could also give it loops. So here we can specify like if we wanted this agent to loop 1,000 times, we could just say max loops 1,000. And then it'll just keep running in a loop until if it thinks it's done with this task, it'll exit the loop. So it's like a fully autonomous agent. It's not like kind of like just dumb and mindless like LangChain is.
Yeah.
So that's the spreadsheet swarm. Another type of demo I want to do is. So basically analyzing like super deep, super complicated like financial, like analyzing like SEC filings from NVIDIA. So you could analyze like all their revenue, all their like any of their revenue, any of their like expenses. And then you have each agent that would be specialized for that. So you have like expenses agent, revenue agent, and things like that. Yeah, so a 10Q. Let's see. Yeah, so taking like this whole document, this is 126 pages, and then analyzing like the whole thing to basically like summarize the whole document, but through different agents, different like specialized agents. So you have one agent that would essentially analyze like current assets and show you like how did they gain current assets, did they lose money, like et cetera. And then you could also have like basically agents specialized for how can they increase their revenue. How can they increase like employee satisfaction and happiness, and like how can they lower expenses, basically. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to bother you more with our agents because I could do this for a long time.
I want to ask a question about the retries.
Yeah.
So like the loops, like do like 2 or 3 times, something like that. So I'm guessing, you increase the temperature, or like have like different levels of temperature, so that you can see like difference in results, and therefore then you can choose which kind of like variation you would like. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah. So you could change the temperature. We actually have dynamic temperature here, which is completely random. So this temperature is like randomized at runtime.
Okay.
So you could have 0.7, 0.6. It's to 1, so it could be anywhere from 0 to 1.
Right.
But like each agent is going to be initialized differently than the others.
Right.
And they're all specialized here. Like here we have, the name is different, the system prompt is different. If you wanted to make the biggest difference to output quality, you could basically just there's two things: the prompt and the model. And those are like the biggest levers to having agents that produce good outputs. Yeah.
Very good.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to try this out for yourself, I'm going to be publishing them on our cookbook GitHub, which is basically like a new GitHub that we've been making to make examples very easy to follow. So you just like, it's like a collab notebook basically, and step by step. So you could just like, run this, and basically learn how to build swarms of many, many agents all at once. So if you want this link, where should I post this link?
Everyone note down
GitHub.com/the-swarm-cookbook. Is there so Midnight's? Let's go to Luma. I think people can comment on Luma.
I can make a post actually on the Luma.
Yeah.
Talk for that night, yeah. Is there a chat? Is there a chat? I thought I saw something. Well, I know there's a post. I don't know if there's a chat, but I know there's a post that you do.
Yeah,
You
as the
post-
organizer, I can make a post. So send me the link, and I'll post it for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I post? No, I don't think so.
And as a potential segue, doing a workshop on
Oh yeah.
September 6th.
Yeah, so me and Grant are going to be doing a workshop, the first Swarms workshop in Miami. We've done a lot of them in California and on our Discord. And pretty soon we're going to be doing it in Wynwood, in Society at Wynwood, which is a very beautiful, it's very beautiful, like residency and like a lifestyle place on September 6th. And we're going to be talking about business automation. So how can you use swarms of agents to automate finance, marketing, programming, and real estate with agents at scale. And for that demo, we're essentially going to be, we're probably also going to be using the swarm that we built tonight for that. So yeah, let's see if there's a QR code or something. So I figured out, I tried to build a QR code on my shirt so people could just scan it, but the white QR code on a white shirt was kind of a dumb idea. So it doesn't work because it's both white, so I have to get them remade.
Iterate.
Yeah. We should make shirts that it's just QR code for the calendar, QR code for the GitHub,
Right.
QR code, like
Yeah.
just 50 different QR codes.
Banners like for days.
Your swarm could be used to make a slew of QR codes too, right?
Yeah. If like it could generate the code to build the QR codes. Actually, we could probably try that now. There would have to be like a Python library for that.
ChatGPT might know.
Yeah, ChatGPT knows everything. So let's try that out actually. So we're gonna have ChatGPT build a new swarm, and here we're gonna say, we're just gonna copy this. We're gonna say to recreate the code below and specialize the agents to generate code for specialized QR codes in Python. And then we're gonna say create, we're gonna delete that, and that's basically it. The agents should be generating QR codes for the following links. So in the links, we're gonna put the Luma, and then the cookbook GitHub that I shared with you earlier. Let's see if this works. I'll be very, very interested to see how you can generate like QR codes with
Agents.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to build the agents there. It only built 2 agents, so we could see. So I'm just gonna copy this, and you see it made the system prompts as well and everything. So let's make a new file here, and we're gonna say QR code generative spreadsheet swarm. Then we're gonna paste the code. We're gonna clear that, and then we're gonna try and running it. Let's see if we can get the QR codes. QR codes are kind of like the new press, like printing press. Like 200 years ago, papers and newspapers were very common, but now QR codes are kind of like becoming the way that people exchange ideas, which is very interesting because it's also artistic. There's been like AIs that can make QR codes very beautiful.
Like the background stuff?
Yeah. Which is, I still don't know how they do it because it's pretty, like they make them into actual artistic pieces, which are beautiful. So let's see what it made here. Yeah, so it built a code. Let's see if the code works. Yeah. We're gonna make a new file, QR code. So we need to pip install this package. Pip3 install QR code. Actually, pip3 install QR code pill. Let's see if that's a package. I'll be very surprised if there's a Python package for this. Let's see. If there is, this would be cool because now you can generate QR codes for free. Because most services like Adobe will cost like $10 to like run this.
I was going to assume you had to do some type of API call.
Yeah. Let's see if the code works. It's kind of laggy now. Yeah, let's see. Did it make it? No way. Oh my god, I think it worked. Wow.
Cool.
All right, let's see if that works. I don't have my phone with me, but did you look at that? It should take you to the Luma. Yeah. It does? Yeah. Wow. Free QR codes. Yeah. Let's see the second. There was another agent that should have built the other one. So here we have. Okay, so this is the cookbook. So let's take this code and then run it again. QR code number 2. So we're just going to copy and paste the code that it made, and hopefully it'll work.
And no one owns the recipe.
You could probably make a business out of this because Adobe's charging unbelievable amounts of money for QR codes right now.
You know what it reminds me of? GoDaddy. They charge unbelievable amounts of money for SSL.
Yeah.
You get the search for free. They charge like $60.
Yeah, and so this is the QR code for the cookbook that we're going to be publishing with all of these demos.
Yeah.
So yeah, does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, dude, look at that. That's crazy. And so that was the code generation part. So yeah, thanks.